So of course in this video I'm gonna give you tips how you can achieve whatever you want to achieve and achieve success, but this video is not going to help you become a successful person. Now the main reason of this simple fact is because success is subjective to everybody. You could live in a peaceful area and say that you have success. You could maybe make a house for yourself and say that you're successful. You could be on the top of the world and be famous in the entire world and say that I'm successful now. You could have children and you could say that you're successful. So success is subjective to everybody, but in this video I'm going to help you achieve whatever you want to achieve, right? Also, what is working for you may not work for someone else. What is working for me may not work for you. So I'm going to give you some random tips that can actually help you, and you can choose from that array of tips. And of course, apply what you need to, do what feels good, and be easy with yourself, be flexible. Like, don't be rigid and think that you are perfect, because you're not, and we all need improvement in our lives in some area or other. So I think improving your life and just striving to improve your life, I think that is the most important thing. I think just simply striving to improve your life, I think that is the most important thing. Like, even if you have this idea in your mind that you really do want to improve your life, I think that is when the change actually starts happening. Even before you've started doing the habits, even before you've actually started applying the tips, I think the fact that you really do want to improve your life, that is most important. So just have this knowing inside of you that you really do want to improve your life, and have this trust in the universe that your life is going to improve itself. So without wasting any more time, let's get straight into the topic, and that is how to improve your life, how to reinvent yourself, and how to achieve your goals. Okay, so the first thing that you can do to reinvent yourself is actually to gain skills. Now you have two choices there. I'll give you some skills and you have two choices over there. To choose the one that everybody is telling you to go for, or your friend is going there and you'll figure out life later. Maybe you'll like it, you won't like it. It'll depend on the experience, right? And that is completely okay. Some people do it and they achieve success. The second way is to obviously think about what you want. So just sit in a quiet place and write down what you want, what you actually want, what interests you. What are the areas that you really want to develop? What are the areas that you really want to learn? What are you curious about? So just make a list of all these things, and then you will know, what do you want to achieve? What do you want to achieve? Some skills could be, say, coding, some could be development, or maybe you want to get into workout, yoga, or maybe drawing, painting, crafting, singing, dancing, or say marketing, financing, anything. Any skill is important for yourself, right? So just think about these areas and dig in and just try to learn something new, right? Even if it's not a skill, even if it's just your curiosity, even if it's just your hobby, think about what are you curious on. And how it helps is that it helps you make connections. So when you sit in a place of full of people, you have something to talk about. When you have a lot of knowledge, when you have a lot of experience, you have something to talk about, and people actually think that you're a very interesting person because you're full of variety. You have knowledge about a lot of things, right? So say whenever you're sitting free, just search upon the science experiments, or maybe search upon the history of your area, or maybe history of the world, or about the things, about poetry, about anything that actually interests you. Second thing that you can do is to take care of your physical and mental health. So we'll talk about the physical first, and I'll talk about mental health in the next point, all right? So physical health, how do you take care of physical health? Just think about the things that you can do. You can work out, you can work on your fashion sense, you can work on your skin, you can work on your hair, and you can work on your posture, you can work on how do you speak, right? So all those things actually make you a very good person, and it's not just about appearing to the world in a particular way. Having a good posture, having a good physical health is also good for your own health, for your own sake. A healthy mind is always in a healthy body. So first you need to have a healthy body, you need to have that confidence, and that confidence will come when you're perfectly healthy, when you're wearing good clothes, when you're well dressed, when you have a good posture. So I think these two things are very important. It's not about the external, it's not about the world, it's about you, because you are the one whose life is going to be improved, right? People are not going to do anything about it. Now, let's talk about the mental aspect. this point is very, very, very important. So please be focused when you are listening to this point, because it'll actually help you improve your life drastically. Like, of course, learning new skills is important, working on your physical health is important, but even before that, working on your mental health is, I think, the most important point in this video, or ever in all my videos. How do you improve your mental health? You can improve your mental health by overcoming your fears, overcoming your limiting beliefs. Now, how do you do this? You have to overcome your fears in order to achieve your goals. So if you're not overcoming your fears or your limiting beliefs, they're limiting you, right? They're not allowing you to achieve your goals. So it could be as simple as money is bad or money is illusion, something is that, and that is not allowing you to have a lot of money in your life, right? Because it is a limiting belief. Money is nothing, it's just your beliefs. Money is something that is made by society. Now, how you think about it, how do you perceive money? It is going to determine what is going to happen with you, how your financial health is going to be, right? So this was just an example. It could be anything, and you have to figure it out yourself. So one way to figure it out is obviously to use journaling prompts, to do shadow work. So it's just a list of questions that you answer about yourself, and they'll help you understand yourself better, and they'll help you think, what do you actually want, and what are your fears, and what is limiting you, right? So these things are very important. You need to do shadow work, you need to do journal prompts if you want to actually overcome your fears. Another way to overcome your fears could be to actually face your fears in the face. So I read a quote somewhere which said that if you're afraid of something and you really do want to do something, do it scared. You have to do it anyway, right? You have to do it anyway. You want to achieve it. So the desire to achieve your goals has to be bigger than your fear of not achieving those goals. Only then will you be able to actually achieve your goals. Another way is to talk to somebody, say somebody elder in your family, or to some therapist to help you overcome what is limiting you. So once you take care of your mental health, once you understand that life is full of joy and life is colorful, you naturally become a very colorful person. Because when you have a smile on your face everywhere you go, you have that trust in the higher power or whoever you believe in, maybe the universe, maybe you believe your own self, maybe you believe God, anybody. So you have that trust in the higher power, and you just think that everything is going to go right, and that confidence is the key to achieving everything that you want. So as people, we really need to understand that of course some things are not in our control and we cannot control everything. We can control our own beliefs, and once we have that power in ourselves, once we understand that power, nothing can stop us, nothing at all. Fourth thing that you can do to reinvent yourself is to take risks. Yes, everything involves risk. Starting a business involves risk. Finding someone you love involves risk. Buying a new home involves risk, right? But all these risks actually pay off a lot later on, right? It's like making a small investment which leads to something bigger, and maybe it's risky, but it actually helps you become a better person. But the most important thing is that you need to pay attention to the kind of risks that you're taking. It doesn't mean that you should take foolish risks, right? There's a difference between actually taking good risks and taking foolish risks, right? So just pay attention to that balance. Like anything in the life, everything requires balance, and this also requires balance in your own self. You need to understand the result of that risk. Maybe you need to understand what it's going to give to you, the consequences, the side effects, everything. Just study it well, research it well, and then take a risk. The only reason I'm telling you this is because most people, they are too afraid to take risks, and their ideas, their goals, they just stay in their brain and stay in their own selves, and they can't do anything about it in their whole lives. And it's too late when they regret about it and they really do want to do something. It's too late by then. So for you, I do not want you to think it's too late, because nothing is too late. And if you think that you're afraid of rejection, you're afraid of losing your money or anything else, just understand that everything is external. Rejection is external, money is external, everything else is external. What is internal is your own choices, right? So unless you accept that rejection, it's not going to affect you, right? Keep your expectations low and apply to a lot of places and take risks, and it'll help you understand yourself better. More so, it'll only help you to, be more powerful, be more confident in your own self, that rejection cannot hurt me. So this is something that I always say whenever I talk about in my podcast, in my videos, is to keep your expectations low. Keep your expectations low and your dreams big. Because dreams have to be big, expectations have to be low. So I'll talk about this in a longer video where I talk about detachment completely. I think detachment is actually the key to success. So that is also a very important thing. When you're taking risks, be detached from the risks. When you're taking care of your ideas, when you're putting yourself out into the world, be detached. Like, do not expect anything out of anything, and you'll be fine. You'll be just fine. You'll have that confidence that you do not, put your own self over to that rejection. You're not putting your life on the line of that rejection or to that particular event, right? Even if it goes wrong, you are detached, so no harm done. Fifth, and one of my favorite ways to reinvent yourself, is to declutter your life. And I mean actually declutter. What I feel is that most of us hold a lot of things. Maybe they have some memory for us, maybe they hold some emotional value for us, or maybe because we think that that is very expensive, I should not throw it away. But most of the things, they just keep lying in our cupboards, in our almiras, in our storage rooms, and we do not use them, right? And I think it's the truest thing that I've ever said. I think it's the most relatable thing I've ever said, because this is the case with everybody. So I've talked about minimalism in my other videos as well, but you do not have to be that extreme. You could just think about decluttering your almirah, like taking out clothes for donation. You could clean your bookshelf, you could clean your own phone, because I think phones also have a lot of media, and we constantly keep consuming everything. It just clutters our brain as well. So declutter from here and from your phone and from your entire area and your surroundings, and I think you will feel a lot better. You'll feel lighter. Plus, when you donate stuff, when you give away stuff, just have this knowing that you're going to get 10 times in return, and it always happens like this. It always happens like this. When you give away more of your stuff to people, to those who actually need it, it's all the law of karma, right? It all comes back to you, right? So just think about it and let me know what you think about donating your stuff and decluttering, and how do you declutter. Let me know in the comments below. So thanks for watching this video. I really do hope you enjoyed watching this video. The most important thing that you can take away from this video is to actually improve yourself and to trust in the universe. Have that confidence, have that chill vibe around you, right? Have that ease, and that when you have that ease and flexibility, more things come into your life. So thanks once again. I appreciate you. I am grateful for you. Thanks so much for watching.